Hello, friends. Welcome to our English class. Today, we are going to deal with the topic the role of listening skill in learning a language. Friends, today we'll be knowing about how important is listening to things when we are learning a language. Let's talk about your own experience in learning your mother tongue. Think how you learnt it. Did you learn the grammar of your mother tongue? Or did you translate it from some other language? What's your answer? No. Yes, you are right. You learned your mother tongue by listening to how it was spoken by your mother or father or any other family member. Then you tried to speak what you had heard. At the onset, you must have found it very hard to connect words to make proper sentences. A number of words must have missed out. Then gradually you tried to recollect some situations where such words were used while talking about something or someone. This habit of recollection or recalling must have improved your vocabulary, isn't it? You would even have tried to memorize them again and again to remember them. Then you must have learned to find out words which had similar meanings, or you can say synonymous words. In this way, slowly and gradually, you learnt your mother tongue without learning its grammar part. You just paid attention to its sentence construction, and without thinking whether it was correct or not, you copied it while speaking. So, what helped you to learn a language was listening, recalling, and speaking. Wasn't it a lengthy process? But an easy one too. The only thing is that you have to find places, occasions, people, and situations where you get an opportunity to listen to the correct usage of the language. Now, let's come to our main topic where we would talk about how we can learn another language other than our mother tongue. Does listening play the same importance in learning it as it had played in learning your mother tongue? What do you think the answer should be? It's of course yes. Yes, we need to listen a lot to any language that we want to learn. Let me tell you that the role of a language in speech is just to transfer or communicate our thoughts, ideas, emotions, views, etc. This can be even acceptable with mistakes because its main purpose is to transmit information without the rules of grammar or complete structure perfection. But when we come to the writing of a language, we ought to be attentive and careful in writing the correct grammar and structure. So there's a little difference in the role of language while speaking it and while writing it. One more very important thing is that we should try to learn a language in its own form and not through mere translation. This is because we will always be in difficulty the time when we are to speak or write a content in a particular language. All of us must have experienced this embarrassing situation while we try to speak something or write something. Let's take an example from our school days. All of us know that English language is a mandatory part of our syllabus in school or college. In most of the schools where English language is learned as a second language, we do explain every content in Hindi. The consequences to this is that we are well memorized with the contents in Hindi. But the problem arises when we are to write it. Though we are well versed with the contents of a story or a poetry or the grammar in Hindi, we cannot write a single answer in English because we are unaware of the structure, the vocabulary, the grammar, the way of expression, and so on. So it's very necessary to learn the language in its own form. We can help ourselves by reading a lot of our English textbooks, or we can listen to the English news, or we can even spare some time watching the TV shows that are conducted in English. We can watch an English movie, and so on. Now, while doing so, the greatest problem we face is that most of the things skip out because at times we are unable to understand the pronunciations. At times we are unable to understand a whole sentence because we are unaware of the meanings of certain words and so on. Yet, our efforts should be persistent because we get acquainted to listening to things we don't understand instantly. It takes painful labor to find out the meanings of words in a particular context. But we need not worry. It takes seconds, not even minutes, to find out the meaning of a certain word or verse. You just have to click the Google, type the word, and can easily find its meanings, its synonyms, its antonyms, etc. But remember, all these depend on your enthusiasm and passion to learn it, to know it, to use it, and to speak it. So, why not take the first step today? Watch an English movie, or listen to an English song, or a speech or a lecture. Or why not listen to this audio again and again till you don't understand every word of it? And press the like button to show that you really and earnestly want to learn English. Thank you.